Welcome to the Classic Cars Club. Number 1.
1967 Ford Cortina MK2 race car. Price, $15,100. Location, Canada. This 1967 Ford Cortina MK2 was converted into a race car in 1991 and is powered by a Lotus twin-cam inline-4, mated to a Quaife close-ratio 4-speed manual transmission and a Quaife limited-slip differential. It features a lowered suspension with front-adjustable coilovers, a roll bar, and 13 silver-finished Panasport alloy wheels. Campaigned in vintage racing from 1992 to 2023, it is now offered with logbooks and British Columbia registration. The exterior is finished in blue with race-themed graphics applied in the early 1990s. Additional details include a black grille with bright trim, chrome bumpers, dual side mirrors, and C-pillar flow-through vents. The seller notes bubbling on the rear quarter panels. Riding on 205/60 Toyo Procs are 888 tires. The car is equipped with front disc brakes and rear drums. The suspension has been lowered and fitted with adjustable coilovers up front for race-tune handling. Inside, the cabin includes a black and blue vinyl driver's racing seat with a 5-point harness, while the passenger seat and rear bench are upholstered in blue vinyl. Additional race equipment includes a roll bar, fire suppression system, power cutoff switch, Alpine cassette stereo, and a Kienzl clock. Instrumentation includes an inoperative Smith's 140 miles per hour speedometer, an 8K RPM tachometer, and auxiliary gauges, with a Fargraph air/fuel monitor mounted above the steering column. The odometer reads 88,000 miles, with approximately 400 added under current ownership. Total mileage is unknown. Under the hood lies a Lotus twin-cam inline-4 engine, equipped with dual Weber side-draft carburetors, a steel crankshaft and camshafts, and a BRM logo cam cover, a wrapped exhaust header, aluminum radiator, and trunk-mounted fuel cell round-out the performance setup. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a Quaife close-ratio 4-speed manual transmission and a Quaife limited-slip differential, offering responsive, track-focused driving dynamics.
Number 2.
1958 Chevrolet Del Rey two-door sedan. Price, $15,700. Location, Delaware, USA. This 1958 Chevrolet Del Rey two-door sedan was originally sold by Superior Chevrolet in Indianapolis, Indiana, on October 17, 1958. Factory options included a heater, AM radio, dual sun visors, a driver's side mirror, two-tone paint, and a Powerglide 2-speed automatic transmission. The car is said to have been refurbished in the 1980s by the original owner's grandson and was acquired by the current seller in 2024. Finished in 3-stage orange and cream, the car was originally delivered in Arctic white and cashmere blue. Chrome trim, a rear-mounted antenna, quad headlights, and re-chrome bumpers highlight the exterior. The paint shows cracking and chips in some areas. The cream-painted 14 steel wheels wear black accent hubcaps and are mounted with Hankook front and Hercules rear tires dated 2023 and 2021, respectively. Braking is managed by front discs and rear drums. The interior features 2 bench seats trimmed in cream vinyl with pattern cloth inserts. Burnt orange carpets were installed in 2024. Amenities include front lap belts, a glove box, manually operated windows, dual sun visors, and a cabin heater. The factory AM radio is non-functional. The 2-spoke steering wheel frames a sweeping 120 miles per hour speedometer and gauges for fuel and coolant temperature. The 5-digit odometer reads 57,000 miles, with approximately 1,000 miles added by the seller. Power comes from a 235 CI inline-6 engine, equipped with a single carburetor and electronic ignition, factory rated at 145 horsepower. It drives the rear wheels through a 2-speed Powerglide automatic transmission. Recent work included replacement of tie rods, front suspension bushings, and both front and rear sway bars. A steering box overhaul is recommended by the seller.
Number 3.
1941 Plymouth P12 Special Deluxe Sedan. Price, $5,900. Location, Delaware, USA. This 1941 Plymouth P12 Special Deluxe Sedan was refurbished and modified by a previous owner before being acquired by the current owner in 2019. The car is finished in a striking dark blue metal flake paint with white trim accents and features blue pleated cloth upholstery inside. Power comes from a 201 CI L-head inline-6 engine equipped with dual carburetors mounted on an Offenhauser intake manifold, paired with a column-shifted 3-speed manual transmission. Key features include turn signals, yellow lens driving lamps, LED auxiliary taillights, white painted trim, wood-accented running boards, and distinctive rear-hinge rear doors. The cabin is outfitted with front and rear bench seats, a deluxe airflow heater, a CD player with Bluetooth, and vintage styling details like a steel dashboard, body-colored glove box, and push-button AM radio. The car rides on black-painted 16 steel wheels with Firestone white wall tires and Plymouth-branded hubcaps. Suspension consists of a coil spring front setup and a leaf spring live rear axle, with drum brakes at all 4 corners. A matching spare tire is included in the trunk. Additional cosmetic imperfections, such as paint bubbling, rust, and weather stripping cracks are visible, but this special deluxe remains a character-rich classic offered at no reserve with a clean Delaware title.
Number 4.
1979 Oldsmobile Hearst / Olds W30. Price, $8,000. Location, California, USA. This 1979 Oldsmobile Hearst / Olds W30 is one of 2,499 produced for the model year and was originally sold by Miller Buick Oldsmobile in Chico, California. It is powered by a 350 CI L34 V8 paired with a 3-speed TH 350 automatic transmission and a 7.510-bolt rear axle with 2.56 colon-1 gearing. Finished in black with gold accents, the car features factory Hearst / Olds badging, gold pinstriping, and dual exhaust outlets exiting behind the rear wheels. Cosmetic flaws noted by the selling dealer include paint failure on the roof and other panels, a chip in the windshield, a missing passenger side wiper arm, and an inoperable power antenna. A replacement pinstripe kit and wiper arm are included with the car. Gold-painted 14 cast aluminum wheels are mounted with Cooper Cobra Radial G/T tires dated 2019. Braking is managed by power-assisted front discs and rear drums. The interior is upholstered in camel tan Lachlan velour with matching carpets, plastics, and door panels. Features include crank windows, air conditioning converted to R134A, a Hearst dual-gate shifter, and a later Alpine cassette stereo. Interior flaws include cracks in the dash top, horn button, and driver seatbelt latch trim, as well as a loose shifter surround and general wear. Instrumentation includes an 85 miles per hour speedometer, an inoperable tachometer, and gauges for oil pressure, coolant temperature, fuel level, and voltage. The 5-digit odometer displays approximately 73,000 miles. The 350 CI V8 retains its factory-style black air cleaner and blue engine block with metric bolt heads. Recent maintenance includes a new alternator, battery, belts, tires, and a smog pump, which was installed shortly before the car passed a California emissions test in May 2020. The smog pump is described as noisy. This Hearst / Olds is offered at no reserve with manufacturer's literature, a window sticker, historical registration cards, recent service records, and a clean California title.
Number 5.
1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. Price, $58,500. Finish in frost green metallic with black accents and a black vinyl roof. This 1969 Roadrunner is a true survivor with a title-verified 36,023 actual miles. Garage kept and family owned. It retains its iconic beep-beep, horn, and cartoon badging, a result of Plymouth's famous deal with Warner Brothers in the late 60s. Exterior. The body features black hood stripes, rocker stripes, and factory-correct 14-inch Mopar road wheels wrapped in period-style tires. Paint and trim present well, with some minor imperfections, including rust at the hood edge and peeling on the lower stripes. Interior. A two-tone green vinyl interior with a split front bench is in very good condition with light wear. Aftermarket attach and auxiliary gauges have been added, along with an AM/FM/cassette radio. Drivetrain. Under the hood is a 383 CI V8 with an Edelbrock Torquer intake, Holley 4 barrel carb, and chrome valve covers. Power is sent to the rear via a 1978 727 torque flight, 3-speed automatic, and an 8 3/4-inch rear axle with 3.23 gears. It breathes through headers and dual Flowmaster exhaust. Brakes or drums all around. Undercarriage and driving. The underside shows normal patina and surface rust, but no serious rot. Suspension is factory spec. Torsion bars up front, leaf springs in the rear. The car runs well, with smooth shifts and strong power delivery. This is a highly original and mechanically strong B-body Mopar. Ideal for collectors looking for a largely unmodified road runner with history and character.
Number 6.
1970 Dodge Challenger T/A3 46-pack. Price, $70,000. Location, Tennessee, USA. This 1970 Dodge Challenger T/A is one of approximately 2,400 examples built to homologate the model for SCCA Trans Am competition. Refurbished around 2018, it is powered by a 340 Ci V8 with 6-pack induction and paired with TorqueFlite 3-speed automatic transmission. T/A specific equipment include a matte black fiberglass hood with a functional scoop, side exit exhaust, rear spoiler, and uprated rally suspension. The car was acquired by the current owner in 2021 and is now offered on dealer consignment with a clean Tennessee title. Finished in factory-correct top banana yellow FI1. The exterior features a flat black hood with intake scoop, black side stripes, yellow inboard headlights, and chrome bumpers. Additional features include blacked-out headlight and taillight panels, front and rear spoilers, and chrome exhaust finishers ahead of each rear wheel. Paint touch-up was recently performed on the right fender. The 15 rally wheels were BF Goodrich radial T/a white letter tires. The rally suspension include a larger front sway bar, a rear sway bar, heavy-duty shocks, and increased rear spring camber. Power-assisted front disc brakes and rear drums provide stopping power, and the power steering pump has been recently replaced. Inside, the cabin features black vinyl front bucket seats and a rear bench, complemented by wood grain trim on the dashboard, console, and door panels. Amenities include an AM/FM radio, front shoulder belts, a wooden shift knob, and a refurbished dashboard. Instrumentation includes a 150 miles per hour speedometer, 8K RPM tachometer, analog clock, and combination gauge with readouts for fuel level, coolant temperature, amperage, and oil pressure. The 5-digit odometer shows 70,000 miles, with fewer than 300 added by the current owner. Under the hood is a 340 Ci V8 6-pack engine with 3 two-barrel carburetors, an aluminum radiator, and an orange-painted engine block, air cleaner, and valve covers. Recent service included engine cleaning, fluid changes, idle adjustment, and replacement of the battery, front timing cover, rear main seal, and distributor seal. The air cleaner lid is signed by racing driver Sam Posey. Power is delivered to the rear wheels via the TorqueFlite 3-speed automatic transmission, which recently received a new pan gasket.
Number 7.
1972 Plymouth Roadrunner 340. Price, $34,000. Location, California, USA. This 1972 Plymouth Roadrunner 340 is a striking example of American muscle, featuring a comprehensive refurbishment completed in 2018. The body was repainted in its factory rally red finish, and a replacement 340 Ci V8 engine was installed. This power plant breathes through an Edelbrock Performer intake manifold and a 600 CFM carburetor, with an aluminum radiator added for improved cooling. A dynamometer test in 2020 reported peak performance figures of 376 horsepower and 454 lb-ft of torque. Power is routed to the rear wheels through a TorqueFlite 3-speed automatic transmission and an open differential with 3.23:1 gears. The exterior showcases classic Mopar design cues, enhanced with black strobe-style graphics applied in 2024, a re-chromed rear bumper, and aggressive front and rear spoilers. Additional styling features include hood pins, racing-style side mirrors, quad headlights, a fender-mounted antenna, and distinctive dual machine gun tailpipes. The car rides on forged 15-weld wheels wrapped in Petlos Elegant tires up front and wide Galaxy radial tires at the rear, adding to its muscular stance. Braking is handled by power-assisted front discs and rear drums, with a brake booster replaced in 2021. Power steering ensures manageable handling, making this road runner suitable for both cruising and spirited driving. Inside the cabin, you'll find a clean and classic interior highlighted by replacement black vinyl seat covers on the front buckets and rear bench. Wood grain accents adorn the dashboard, center console, and door panels. Additional features include a floor-mounted shifter, an AM radio, front shoulder belts, a dash pad, and a remote trunk release. The three-spoke steering wheel fronts a 150 miles per hour speedometer, a tachometer, and auxiliary gauges for oil pressure, fuel, voltage, and coolant temperature. This second-generation Roadrunner, known for its fuselage-style bodywork designed by John Hurlitz, is a standout from the golden age of muscle cars. Only 7,628 Roadrunners were produced in 1972, making this example a desirable piece of Mopar history.
Number 8.
1958 Chevrolet Impala Sport Coupe. Price, $36,350. Location, Alberta, Canada. The 1958 Chevrolet Impala Sport Coupe marked the debut of the Impala nameplate as the top-tier trim level of the Bel Air line. Known for its distinctive pillarless design and flamboyant late 50s styling, the Impala featured quad headlights, wraparound front and rear glass, sculpted quarter panels with faux rear fender vents, polished dual exhaust tips, and sweeping chrome side spears. This example is finished in metallic copper and is said to have been repainted approximately 25 years ago. Under current ownership, the chrome trim has been refinished and the taillight lenses replaced. Paint chips on the right rear quarter panel are visible and documented in the photo gallery. Rolling on classic 15 American Racing Torque Thrust 2 wheels, the car wears Fusion HRI tires up front and Racemaster M&H drag-style tires in the rear, size 245/55. The power-assisted drum brakes and power steering system have both been overhauled by the current owner, ensuring that the car performs as well as it presents. Inside, the cabin showcases 2 rows of bench seating upholstered in tan vinyl with tricolor cloth inserts, paired with color-matched door panels and newer tan carpeting. The interior was refreshed under current ownership with a replacement headliner, updated interior lighting, and modern comforts, such as a retro sound stereo with Bluetooth connectivity. The factory-style dashboard is fronted by a 2-spoke steering wheel and houses a sweeping 120 miles per hour horizontal speedometer, along with gauges for fuel level and coolant temperature. 2 aftermarket auxiliary gauges are mounted beneath the center of the dash for added monitoring. The 5-digit odometer shows 77K miles, though the total mileage remains unknown. Under the hood is a replacement 350 Ci V8 crate engine, installed by the seller and upgraded with an Edelbrock intake manifold, 4-barrel carburetor, and MSD distributor. Supporting components, such as a starter, alternator, coolant hoses, accessory belts, water pump, and fuel pump have also been replaced. The car is paired with a TH350 3-speed automatic transmission, sending power to the rear wheels. Additional mechanical updates include a replacement fuel tank and exhaust system, both installed during the current ownership period. Offered at no reserve with a strong visual presence and significant mechanical investment, this 1958 Impala Sport Coupe is a standout from the inaugural year of one of Chevrolet's most iconic models.
Number 9.
1957 Dodge Royal Sedan. Price, $6,500. Location, Idaho, USA. This 1957 Dodge Royal 4-door sedan is a true one-family-owned survivor, purchased new by the seller's grandfather from Ellsworth Brothers in Idaho Falls, Idaho. Inherited by the seller in 1978, the car remains largely original, powered by its factory-style 325 Ci V8 mated to a push-button 3-speed automatic transmission. Finished in a period-correct turquoise with jewel black roof and tail fins, the car is offered at no reserve with manufacturer's literature and an Idaho title in the seller's name. The exterior sports mid-century Dodge styling with chrome bumpers, hooded headlights, royal badging, and a fender-mounted driver's side mirror. The paint shows its age, with dents on the front right fender and right rear door, scratches near the fuel filler, and multiple areas of paint loss, chips, and visible corrosion consistent with long-term outdoor exposure. Riding on white-painted 14 steel wheels with chrome hubcaps and two 1575 Hankook Kinergy ST white wall tires, dated 2019. The car maintains a vintage stance. Four-wheel drum brakes provide stopping power, and recent maintenance includes replacement of the front brake shoes and rubber hoses. Inside, the cabin retains its original character with two-tone bench seating in gray cloth and tan vinyl, matched by color-coordinated dash and door panels. The seats were reupholstered and the carpeting replaced around 2016, according to the seller. Interior features include manual heater controls, a locking glove box, dash-mounted rear-view mirror, and an operational dome light. The two-spoke steering wheel features a half-horn ring and fronts a horizontal 120 miles per hour speedometer, along with gauges for amperage, oil pressure, fuel level, and coolant temperature. The seller notes the fuel gauge is inaccurate. Under the hood, the 325ci V8 is equipped with a two-barrel carburetor and remains paired to the original-style push-button TorqueFlite automatic transmission, a hallmark of late-50s Mopar design. The car is equipped with manual steering and brakes and offers a purely analog driving experience that reflects the era.
Number 10.
1959 Plymouth Sport Fury Hardtop. Forward look icon. Price, $25,000. A striking example of Virgil Exner's forward-look design, this 1959 Plymouth Sport Fury is finished in flame red with white accents and features bold styling elements like quad headlights, sweeping tail fins, and a wraparound rear window. Showing 74,009 miles, actual mileage unknown. It's powered by a 350ci V8 with an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor and a 2-speed PowerFlite automatic transmission. Exterior. Wearing an aged red finish, the car shows surface rust, patina, and some filler and bubbling, but the body remains largely straight and retains all major trim. It's a classic diamond in the rough. Restore it or preserve the look with a clear coat. Interior. Inside, the space-age dash with push-button controls, acrylic steering wheel, and red and white bucket seats remain mostly intact. One door panel is missing, and the interior shows typical age wear. A newer passenger floor pan has been installed. The headliner is aged but ornate and complete. Drivetrain and undercarriage. The clean-looking 350ci V8 under the hood is paired with dual exhaust and Flowmaster mufflers. The undercarriage shows typical rust and grime for its age, though rear shocks and gas tank appear newer. Brakes are drums at all four corners. Driving impressions. Long, low, and unmistakably late. 50S. This Sport Fury draws attention wherever it goes. It's running and driving, but further mechanical attention is advised before regular use.
Number 11.
1965 Rambler Marlin 327. Price, $22,750. Location, New York, USA. This 1965 Rambler Marlin 327 comes from the model's first production year and reportedly spent over 30 years in storage before being part of a Georgia collection. It was acquired by the current owner in 2015. Power is provided by a 327ci V8 paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission and a twin-grip limited-slip differential. Finished from a factory in Antigua red and classic black. The car now wears an older red repaint with visible chips on the hood and fenders. It features fastback styling, inspired by the 1964 Tarpon concept. Equipment includes power steering and a dual-circuit braking system with vacuum-boosted front discs, which were fitted with new calipers under previous ownership. Inside, black vinyl upholstery with ribbed inserts and white piping covers reclining front bucket seats, which are divided by a center console and folding armrest. Black carpets line the floor, and lap belts are provided for the front occupants. Cabin amenities include an AM radio with a vibratone control, a tissue box under the glove box, a floor-mounted shifter, and a dashboard-mounted clock. The two-tone steering wheel fronts black gauges with brushed metal accents. The 5-digit odometer shows just under 10,000 miles, with approximately 1,000 added by the current owner. Total mileage is unknown. The 327ci V8, the largest engine available from Marlin, features a factory Holley 4-barrel carburetor and was rated at 270 horsepower and 360 lb-ft of torque when new. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 3-speed automatic transmission, sealed torque tube, and twin-grip differential. Refurbishment work following long-term storage reportedly included restoration of the fuel tank, replacement of power steering components, and resealing of the transmission. This Marlin is offered on dealer consignment with a spare wheel, owner's manual, and a Georgia title.
Number 12.
1968 Ford Mustang Hardtop, Tahoe Turquoise, 289 V8, 61K miles. Price, $26,000. This 1968 Ford Mustang Hardtop has a title verified 61,096 actual miles and a documented history. Recovered from a 26-year barn stay in Iowa, it underwent extensive mechanical restoration before enjoying 1,200 miles under current ownership. According to the Deluxe Marty report, it's one of just 481 Golden Nugget specials, though now wearing a different color and interior scheme. Exterior. Now finished in two-stage Tahoe turquoise with a black vinyl roof, the car shines with great presence. Chrome bumpers, trim, mirrors, and 14-inch styled steel wheels, wrapped in 2021 dated tires. All present very well. Minor imperfections include a few bubbles low on one door. Side markers, updated faux vents, and subtle design changes mark it as a 68 model. Interior. The refreshed interior features parchment and tan vinyl bucket seats with matching rear bench. The restored, energy-absorbing steering wheel sits before a clean black and white dash with overlapping gauge design and functional AM radio. New carpet headliner and trunk mat complete the look. Drivetrain. Power comes from a 289 Ci V8 with a 2-barrel carb, paired to AC 4 3-speed automatic and Ford 8-inch rear with 2.79 gears. Recent work includes new plugs, wires, coil, rebuilt power steering, and front brakes. Braking is via 4-wheel drums with new master cylinder installed. Undercarriage and mechanical. Dry and tidy underneath with some new parts mixed with original driver-grade components. Dual exhaust, installed in 2021. Exits through polished tips. Suspension is coil springs up front, leaf springs in back. Drivability. Starts quickly. Drives straight, brakes confidently, and performs well. Everything functions as it should. The high-energy color, solid mechanicals, and vintage charm make this classic a standout.
Number 13.
1977 AMC Hornet AMX 4-speed. Price, $10,250. Location, Arizona, USA. This 1977 AMC Hornet AMX is a rare hatchback variant finished in firecracker red over a black vinyl interior and powered by a 258 Ci inline-6 mated to a 4-speed manual transmission. Originally delivered to Bluff City Motors AMC in Council Bluffs, Iowa, the car reportedly remained in the care of its original owner until 2018. It was acquired by the seller in 2019 and has since received mechanical updates and a cosmetic refresh. Showing just 82K miles, this AMX is now offered with period-correct literature and a clean Arizona title in the seller's name. Refinished under current ownership, the firecracker red exterior features AMX-specific decals, a wraparound bumper strip, rear window louvers, and fender flares, along with an aluminum targa band across the roofline. A front spoiler adds the aggressive late -70S styling. The seller notes a small chip in the windshield. The car rides on polished 14 wheels wrapped in 205/70 Summit GT78 tires. Braking is managed by power-assisted front discs and rear drums, with rotors, pads, and calipers replaced within the past year. Inside, the cabin features black vinyl upholstery, engine turn trim, and bucket-style front sport seats. Equipment includes weather-eye air conditioning, a locking center armrest, and a factory AM/FM radio. A split seam on the driver's seat has been repaired. The 258 Ci inline-6 was factory rated at 114 horsepower and 192 lb-ft of torque. Under current ownership, the carburetor, water pump, fuel pump, and alternator have all been replaced. This AMX is a standout among late-model Hornets, combining uncommon options, honest originality, and recent maintenance, making it ready to enjoy classic or solid candidate for further restoration.
Number 14.
1966 Plymouth Fury 3 2-door hardtop 383. Price, $16,300. Location, Arkansas, USA. This 1966 Plymouth Fury 3 two-door hardtop is a beautifully preserved example of mid-60s Mopar style and V8 muscle. Powered by a 383 Ci V8 paired with a TorqueFlite 3-speed automatic transmission, this Fury 3 delivers strong performance with its factory-rated 325 horsepower and 425 lb-ft of torque. Power is fed to the rear wheels through the original drivetrain, while a 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhaust system give the car a throaty and commanding sound. The exterior is finished in factory-correct dark red metallic, Q, with white side sweep inserts and a contrasting white vinyl roof. Chrome details accent the bumper's grille and window trim, while stacked headlights and vent-style front fender emblems add visual flair. Chrome dual exhaust tips complete the period look. While the car retains much of its original presence, the paint is noted to be thin in places, with some bubbling present on the lower rear quarter panels. Riding on black-painted 14 steel wheels with deluxe multi-vane covers and red centers, the car is equipped with Coker Classic white wall tires installed in 2013. Handling is made easy with power steering, and braking is managed by unassisted four-wheel drums. Inside, the car features black vinyl bench seats, a color-matched dash, carpeting, and door panels. Equipment includes a locking glove box, dash-mounted clock, retractable lap belts, courtesy lighting, and both a Chrysler solid-state AM radio and a Sony CD receiver mounted under the dash. Vintage air climate control ensures modern comfort in a classic setting. The 3-spoke steering wheel fronts a 120 miles per hour speedometer and auxiliary gauges for coolant temperature, alternator charge, and fuel level. The 5-digit odometer shows 38K miles, with approximately 1,500 added under current ownership. Under the hood, the 383 Ci V8 sports a dual snorkel air cleaner, an electric cooling fan, a power mast alternator, and factory-style cast-iron exhaust manifolds. The most recent oil change was completed in February 2025. Acquired by the selling dealer in 2015, this Fury 3 is now offered at no reserve with extensive documentation, including its original window sticker, broadcast sheet, Chrysler Corporate Historical Collection correspondence, owner's manual, service records, a clean Arkansas title, and a set of uninstalled fender skirts.
Number 15.
1972 BMW Bavaria 4-speed project. Price, $18,500. Location, Pennsylvania, USA. This 1972 BMW Bavaria is a running and driving project that reportedly spent several years in storage. Finished in blue over blue leatherette. It is powered by a 3.0-liter M30 inline-6 paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. Recent service in 2024 included an oil change, fuel system flush, and new battery, but additional recommissioning is recommended before daily use. This E3 sedan is now offered at no reserve on dealer consignment with an owner's manual and a clean Pennsylvania title. The car wears a repaint in non-original blue and retains its signature quad headlights, sunroof with a wind deflector, rear spoiler, dual mirrors, and bright chrome trim. While presentable from a distance, closer inspection may reveal age-appropriate wear. It sits on 16V Sport Alpina-style wheels wrapped in a mix of BF Goodrich and Fulda tires. The Bavaria features power steering and 4-wheel power-assisted disc brakes, contributing to its classic grand touring feel. The interior features blue leatherette seats with woven cloth inserts and matching door panels. Amenities include a Blaupunkt Denver cassette stereo, air conditioning, and a wood-rimmed Nardi steering wheel. Photos of the trim and finishes reveal were consistent with the car's project status. Instrumentation consists of a 140 miles per hour speedometer, 8K RPM tachometer, and auxiliary gauges for fuel level and coolant temperature. The 5-digit odometer reads 12K miles, though true mileage is unknown. Under the hood, the 3.0-liter M30B30 inline-6 retains its factory dual Zenith carburetors. Service performed in February 2024 included an oil change, flushing of the fuel tank and lines, and battery replacement. Further mechanical inspection and maintenance are advised before regular use. This 1972 Bavaria represents a desirable early BMW sedan with vintage European styling, a manual gearbox, and engaging driving dynamics, making it a worthy candidate for restoration or preservation. Offered now at no reserve.
Number 16.
1965 Ford Falcon 4-door wagon 289 3-speed. Price, $5,000. Location, California, USA. This 1965 Ford Falcon 4-door wagon presents as a vintage long roof with modern mechanical attention, having undergone a partial refurbishment under current ownership. Purchased by the seller in Hawthorne, California, in December 2024, the car has since received a rebuilt 289 CI V8, a 3-speed manual transmission swap, and overhauls to both the braking and fuel systems. The honey gold exterior reflects vintage charm, though visible rust-through is present around several sections of the body. A detailed gallery of approximately 70 photos showcases these cosmetic imperfections. The tailgate key is inoperative, and there is no key for the door locks. However, a new set of locks is included with the sale. The wagon rides on painted 15 steel wheels mounted with Yokohama Avid GT tires. The seller performed a comprehensive brake service that included rebuilding all 4 drum brakes, replacing the front and rear wheel bearings, axle bearings, and seals. Inside, the cabin retains its factory-style gold vinyl upholstery, with visible where including a hole in the front seat and additional holes in the floorboard. Instrumentation consists of a padded dash with a horizontal 120 miles per hour speedometer and basic fuel and cooling gauges. The 2-spoke steering wheel includes a chrome horn ring, though the horn itself is inoperative. Mechanically, the drivetrain has seen extensive work. The 289 CI V8 was rebuilt in January 2025 along with the 3-speed manual transmission and original-style carburetor. With its V8 powertrain, vintage long roof styling, and a host of new mechanical components, this Falcon wagon is a solid platform for further restoration or continued use as is.
Number 17.
1968 Chevrolet Camaro hardtop, lemons blue, for speed 283 V8. Price, $29,000. Finished in vibrant lemons blue with black rally stripes, this 1968 Chevrolet Camaro hardtop is a classic first-gen pony car, wearing Z/28 badging and sitting on 15-inch rally wheels with staggered tires. Showing 86,693 miles on the odometer, actual mileage is unknown. Exterior. The body features a cowl hood, rear spoiler, black grille, and dual taillights. Paint has a striking electric tone but shows imperfections like rust-through on panels, bubbling scratches, and pitting on trim. A true driver quality exterior in need of some cosmetic attention. Interior. Inside are black vinyl bucket seats with a split in the driver's seat. A Grand GT steering wheel fronts the dash, which includes twin gauges, a column-mounted attach, and aftermarket gauge pod below a worn center stack. The headliner is clean, but the carpet and door panels show age. Trunk is bare with surface rust. Drivetrain. Powered by a 283 CI V8 with Edelbrock intake and Holly 4-barrel carb. Made it to a Muncie M24 speed manual. Power goes to a 12-bolt rear end with 3.07 gears. Front disc and rear drum brakes are fitted. The engine bay is clean with chrome valve covers, but oil pressure is reported as 0. Undercarriage and mechanical. The underside shows typical surface rust and oil leaks, including sling on exhaust pipes. The dual exhaust runs through turbo mufflers. Suspension is stock with coils up front and leaf springs in the rear. Drivability. Due to an engine noise and 0 oil pressure reading, the vehicle was not road tested. Inspection and mechanical work are advised before regular use.
Number 18.
1958 Dodge D100 Uline 3-speed. Price, $12,750 US. Location, Oregon, USA. This 1958 Dodge D100 Uline pickup is a classic American workhorse. Finished in beige over a brown vinyl interior and powered by a 230 CI flathead inline-6, made it to a 3-speed manual transmission. The truck spent much of its life in Oregon before being acquired by the selling dealer in early 2023. It has since received mechanical servicing and interior refurbishment, now offered at no reserve. It comes with 2023 service records, original manufacturer's literature, and a clean Oregon title. Refinish in beige under prior ownership. The truck features a Uline step-side bed with floor and stainless steel bed strips. Additional exterior details include white painted bumpers, black running boards, bright trim, and a bed-mounted spare tire. A white Dodge tailgate decal was added in 2023. The body shows dents, dings, and were consistent with age and use, adding to its honest, vintage truck aesthetic. Riding on 15-inch black painted steel wheels with chrome hubcaps, the truck is fitted with 205/90D Transeagle ST tires. Braking is managed by drum brakes at all four corners, and new front and rear shocks were installed in 2023. The parking brake is currently inoperative. Inside, the cabin has been retrimmed in brown vinyl, including the bench seat, headliner, sun visors, door panels, and carpets. The painted metal dash and interior panels retain the body color beige finish. Equipment includes a cabin heater, lockable glove box, column-mounted shifter, and engine-turned aluminum dash trim, giving the truck a mix of utilitarian simplicity and period charm. The cracked three-spoke steering wheel frames a 110 miles per hour speedometer and factory gauges for fuel level and coolant temperature. A set of aftermarket auxiliary gauges for oil pressure, water temp, and voltage has been added beneath the dashboard. The 5-digit odometer reads 82K miles, with around 20 miles added by the selling dealer. Under the hood, the 230CI Flathead 6 is fed by a single downdraft carburetor and an electric fuel pump. Recent maintenance includes replacement of the water pump, thermostat, spark plugs, radiator hoses, and shock absorbers, enhancing its reliability for weekend drives or local use. This classic D100 offers a blend of post-war styling, mechanical simplicity, and rugged charm, ready for shows, cruise nights, or as a canvas for further restoration. Offer at no reserve, it represents a compelling opportunity for collectors or hobbyists.